Hi everyone, I am 17 weeks and 5 days now, and tomorrow is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers out there. The baby is the size of a tall Starbucks. So I have a lot to update you on. I'm going to update you on week 16 and 17 because I just uploaded what I eat 16 weeks pregnant, so I did not update you on what was going on that week. So week 16, I felt the baby start moving a ton. At week 15, I was pretty sure I was feeling the baby, but it's always a little iffy. You just don't know because it's so slight that you're like, is that the baby? This is really early, I don't know. But I was pretty sure it was the baby. And then week 16, it was crazy. It just changed and I knew I was feeling the baby. Then I was putting my 4-year-old to bed and I was laying in bed with him and I felt the baby kicking. So I put my hand on my belly just to see if you could feel it from the outside. I thought that's more like after week 20 or even later that you feel the baby from the outside. But I felt the baby from the outside, and then I had my husband feel it and he felt it. Then I had Foster feel it and he could feel the baby move, and it was just the sweetest moment. He was so excited. It was like he knew there's a baby in there. He's noticed, of course, that my belly's growing. He understands. We've explained it to him. I think in that moment he really understood that, wow, there's a real baby in my mommy's belly. So that was cool. And ever since then, I've been feeling the baby like crazy, and from the outside and from the inside. More from the inside, of course, but I have been feeling the baby move from the outside too. I had never felt my babies from the outside this early. And that was week 16, and now I'm on week 17. So yeah, we felt a lot of baby movements since then. So my boobs have been growing like crazy. I didn't have that with in the first trimester. I had my boobs grew in the first trimester with my other 2 pregnancies, but not this one. And then all of a sudden it's like, bam, they are here. It was more like not like I noticed it. It was just like looking at them and noticed. It was more like I felt like my bra couldn't hold them up anymore, and my bra is just too small. And so I need to get new bras. So I have just started using belly cream or belly butter, special things to put on my belly to prevent stretch marks. Up until this point, I've just used my regular lotion, and that's because I already have stretch marks. Last pregnancy, I had poly, which is excess water. My belly was giant. I already have stretch marks, and I didn't really care, and I didn't want anything with a scent, and I just wanted to use my regular lotion. I didn't want to be all oily. So I have started using something on my belly, and it's more just because I know that like feeling that you get when your belly is stretching and that itching and all that. I probably won't get any new stretch marks unless I have poly again and my belly gets even bigger this time or something like that, but I have a feeling I won't get it this time. That's going off of nothing, I just have that feeling, but I could. That whole long story to just tell you about what I'm putting on my belly. I'm using the Tree Hut. It's Shea body butter and it's in coconut lime. It smells really, really, really good. I'm also mixing it with vitamin E oil. I put this on my stretch marks after pregnancy and noticed a huge difference just using vitamin E oil. So I'm kind of just making my own little concoction. So what else is going on? Oh, I'm feeling so much better. I quit taking my Unisom, which I do wake up a little nauseous. If you don't know, Unisom, if you take it at night, it will help with nausea in the morning and throughout the whole next day, and it truly worked for me, truly worked. And I was nauseous up until 16 weeks where I needed to take it consistently every night. Then it just started to taper off and I stopped taking it. How I knew I could stop taking it is one night I just forgot to take it, and then I woke up the next day and I was pretty good. I was still nauseous in the morning. I can't go right into the fridge or the cupboards right in the morning. I know no one else can smell it. My husband can't smell it, but I just smell this weird smell in the fridge and in the cupboards, and it's just makes me gag in the morning. So I'm still having that, but as long as I eat, it goes away, and I notice I start getting hungry more and hangry. My poor family. Instead of just going right to nauseous. So I can tell it's tapering off and I can't wait till it's fully gone. That was a huge help in how I'm feeling just overall as a person, mentally, physically. Yes, having nausea for like 10 weeks makes you feel like a crazy person. Like you're sick. It makes you feel like your pregnancy is not a sickness, and it makes it feel like it's a sickness when you're nauseous for 10 weeks straight. Pregnancy is a beautiful thing, and I'm just so enjoying it now. And it feels so great. I'm feeling so much better. Also, my acne is clearing up, and that's a big self-esteem booster. Got my hair done finally. It had been 6 months since I had it trimmed and colored. That's pretty bad. So it was really brassy, and I just did not want any brassy tones anymore. Before I liked the warm caramely tones, and now I just don't want that at all. So when I got my hair done, I made a big deal about how I wanted no brassiness, and she was so good about it, and she did so good. I love it, and it also feels so much healthier now that it is trimmed. So much healthier. I also squeezed myself into some overalls today. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to wear these. Let's just all be thankful I put on some real clothes and not just leggings today. So we also started the injections, and we went to the doctor. I had talked to my husband and said, well, if you can do the injections that day, that would be amazing, because I feel like if you could do it in like a hospital setting and they could just walk you through it, then I would feel so much better about coming home and doing it, as opposed to her doing it and then we get home and we had never done it before, and now all of a sudden we don't know what we're doing. So we went to the doctor, and to them it's no big deal. To me, my heart was like pounding, and I was worried about the injections. And then I asked her, can my husband do it? Can you just teach him here and him do it? And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine. And I didn't expect them to just be like, oh yeah, he can do it. They taught him the whole process and make sure everything stays clean and sterile, and you wash your hands and you put gloves on, and then you use alcohol wipes on this and on my arm, and then have your Band-Aid ready and all this stuff. So he injected me. He did a good job for the first time ever injecting someone, and he's not even in the medical field at all. So he put it in, and then he did the medicine really, really, really slow, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you gonna hurry up? This is hurting. This is taking so long. And I guess he didn't go in far enough, so it was like some of the medicine was coming out, and I mean, it still got in there, but the nurse told him to go deeper in, which sounds scary, but it hurt so much worse with it being on like the top layers. Oh, it was in my arm too. Just like the top layers of my arm. I don't know. So yeah, you have to go pretty deep. I didn't realize that. When she was showing him, I just had to turn my head because I could not think of that every time he's injecting me. I could not think of that. So I did see it though. So I guess I am gonna be thinking about it. So she said, next time you can just like shoot the medicine and you don't have to take your time. And I was very thankful for that, because I don't want to be there for 20 seconds having a shot in my arm and then being injected with medicine. But he did very good. I turned around, and as he was taking it out, he was kind of shaking like, oh my gosh, I just put a needle in my wife's arm. But he did very good, and he didn't get lightheaded. I felt a little lightheaded after, and I think it's just the whole, like I don't like to look at my blood being drawn or shots being given to me, but I don't have a problem with needles. So I think it was just the fact that my husband had just given me a shot. It's just weird. It was just more like a mental thing. So, and then I also had to have my blood drawn that day. Oh my goodness. So I was like, there's no way I can get my blood drawn unless we go eat. So we went and got pizza, and we finished off the whole large pizza. Like I ate half and he ate half. That's not good to do, but it felt really good to eat that much, because I've been eating a lot of small meals throughout the day, small healthy meals throughout the day to combat nausea, to have a healthy pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. I just wanted some pizza, and I wanted to eat the whole half of a large pizza. What I'm getting injected with is progesterone, but it's called Makina. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I don't know, is this weird? Maybe I'll cut this out. I don't know, we'll see. So this is a little vial, it's called Makina. Let's see. Oh, these are the smaller needles. So you take these giant needles and you poke them into there, then you turn it upside down and you get all the liquid out, and there's a special way of doing that. And then you take off the big needle and you put on a smaller needle, which you can't really see, but they're in here. And that's what you inject it with into the arm or the glute, but you can also hit your sciatic nerve when you do it in the glute. And I already have sciatic pain being pregnant. So I wanted to show you that. I hope that's not weird. Of course, we keep everything up away from the kids and not where they can reach it or where anyone really even knows it's there. So if you're worried about that, don't be. So I was just like telling you guys everything, and then I realized I had my weight gain completely off. So back in October, I got a pap smear and I was 123. And I really remember that number because before I was 119, the last time I'd been to the doctor. I'm like, I gained 4 pounds. So I was 123, and that's the last weight I have to go off of. So 123, and now I am 128. So I've gained 5 pounds this pregnancy. If you've been following my pregnancy vlogs, you know that I got stomach flu and food poisoning, and I had lost all the weight that I had gained, and then I gained it back the last time I went to the doctor, and I was 127, and now I am 128. So I believe I've gained 5 pounds this pregnancy. Neighbors are out working, everybody, I swear. So if you hear noise going on, that's why. So I have been working out mostly for my mental state because it helps out so much. Also, I've noticed that I've been getting more toned, which is crazy because in pregnancy, you just know that your belly's gonna get bigger. You just feel like overall, you're just gonna get bigger. So I was really just doing it for my mental state because I was not feeling good about myself. And every time I did a workout, I felt much better about myself and my confidence was very low. Now I'm feeling so much better, and I noticed I am so much more toned just from working out for like 2 weeks. So if you're feeling very low and you're pregnant, and that's kind of it's your hormones, you're probably going to feel like that, which is such a bummer. But no matter what your body looks like before you started, you're probably not gonna feel great. If it is safe for you to work out and you're pregnant, work out. It just helps your mental state. It helps you start to get toned, and I know it's gonna help me bounce back after baby, which is great. But right now I'm just worried about a healthy pregnancy, and I know that when you work out, it helps your circulation, which helps get nutrients to baby. So it really is so good to work out when you're pregnant. So yeah, that's it. I'm 17 weeks and 5 days pregnant, and I feel like I just talked so much. But if you guys like this video, like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.